So here's an interesting question. Is it worth buying an Xbox to play Microsoft Flight Simulator? Not really talking about an Xbox Series X here, because they're sort of £500, aren't they? But is it worth buying something like the Xbox Series S to play Microsoft Flight Simulator? So you pick up an Xbox Series S for £250, about $300 in America and the rest of the world. You can subscribe to Microsoft Game Pass, and Flight Simulator is part of Game Pass. Download it, and you're pretty much good to go. And then you've got this absolutely amazing game. And I know there will be plenty of PlayStation owners, or even maybe PC owners who have got like low-end PCs who can't, run this very well on PC. Looking at this, going, is it worth it? Should I buy it? For about £270, you could be good to go. In fact, I guess for £300, that would 50 quid would probably get you 6 months worth of Game Pass, wouldn't it? And then you could be playing this absolutely stunning looking game. So is it worth buying a Series S? And I guess to answer that question, you've really got to look at the gameplay that I'm doing here, this footage, and thinking, does it make you go, wow? Do you look at this these graphics of the English countryside and go, oh my god, this looks like a real flight simulator? This is something that I need in my life. Now, we're in the little Cessna here, as you can see. I kind of like flying the Cessna because I started with Microsoft Flight Simulator, with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2 in about 1985 on an Apple II computer. And if you can imagine that with just like blue for sky, green for ground, and there were some lines on the ground. But it had a similar dashboard, not like this, but with circles, with the artificial horizon and the altimeter and the speed and all that sort of stuff. So Flight Simulator's definitely got a soft spot in my heart. And I guess the reason why I'm really enjoying this version of Flight Simulator as well is, one, it's on the Xbox Series S, but also it's very easy to fly. You can turn on all the assists, and it really does try and stop you from crashing like now. It's making me climb back up again a little bit, which is absolutely fantastic. Now you can turn all these assists off, and also you can, if we come away from this, let's go back to the main menu, and let's select somewhere else to fly in a little bit of a bigger aeroplane to give you a different idea. So what we can do is, there's lots of discovery flights where you can fly around the pyramids and beautiful places. You've got here we go, flight training that shows you how to basically take off, bank round, land, navigate, all that sort of stuff. There's activities, so there's landing challenges. There's bush trips, which pushes you to make slightly longer trips. But you can just click on the world map, and we can click on the world map, and we can go, actually, I tell you what, I want to fly in a there we go, Boeing 747. Okay, so we want that, and we want to fly from let's go to JFK. So there we go, Kennedy International. That's right. I tell you what, I really just want to take off from here. So let's set that as departure. So it puts us on the runway. Let's hit fly. And in a few seconds we will find ourselves in the cockpit of a Boeing 747 at JFK International Airport in New York. How absolutely amazing is this? And this is all in real time. I'm not editing this video at all. This is as it is, as it's loading in.
Kennedy Tower, Boeing Alpha Sierra 747.
There we go.
Left ready for departure, straight out departure.
How absolutely amazing is this? Now, I have not flown a Boeing 747, well, obviously, but even in this game I've never flown one, so let's Take off the parking brake. Let's spin up the engines to full power. So let's look from the cockpit, shall we? Oh, right, we're rolling down. Don't know where New York is from here, actually. Right, here we go. Gently lift the nose. And we are airborne. Although I didn't put any flaps down, so maybe I should have added flaps. And we are now climbing at about 1,000 feet a minute. We're at 257 knots. Engines are not at full power for some reason. Why have we put the engines at full power? Let's put the engines to full power. There we go, that's a little bit better. We're climbing a little bit faster now, probably a little bit safer. I think we're coming up to Newark, so let's nose down a little bit so we can actually see out the cockpit. That's not New York, is it? Is that New York? Okay, we're about to fly over New York. Oh my gosh. So should we head for... There we go. So there, by the way, there's New York. Which, you know, just as a matter of fact, we're going to be flying over New York. You can...
127.6 for Boeing 747.
Got all the buttons, and you can interact with the buttons. That's what I'm going to now. Woo! Probably should back up on the power, actually. We're probably climbing a little bit hard. And down there is New York City. Let's take her down. I know this might be a little bit dangerous, but
.8 for Boeing 747. New York approach Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 5,400 feet.
there's the Statue of Liberty down there. Oh, I've still got my I've still got my wheels up, haven't I? How do we put our wheels up? I think it's... Toggle landing gear. Oh, it's right stick. Okay. There they go. There's one. They've gone up. Right. Okay. So we've just reduced an awful lot of drag there. So we've actually put our wheels up. So let's do a bit of a harder turn. Let's head back towards New York.
747 6,000 feet.
There's everybody screaming in the back.
Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved Boeing 747. New York approach Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 is type Boeing B748 4 miles southeast of Newark 3,700 feet. Request flight following. Squawk 323 for Boeing 747. Roger, Boeing 747. New York approach Boeing Alpha Sierra 747. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace. Cleared through Bravo airspace. airspace, Boeing 747.
25.
Going to 132.7, Boeing 747.
Here we go.
New York approach, Boeing Alpha Sierra, 747, 2,400 feet. New York approach, Boeing Alpha Sierra, 747. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Here we go as we
Cleared for
fly
Bravo
over
airspace,
New York
Boeing
City.
747.
Oh, I think it's because... Right, I know why. It's because my trim is wrong. My trim is neutral.
Going to 127.6, Boeing 747. New York approach, Boeing Alpha
Sorry,
Sierra,
it's trying to climb so
747,
hard.
4,000.
So there we go. So to answer your question... Oh, there's Central Park. Should we fly over Central Park? To answer your question, is it worth buying an Xbox Series S to play Microsoft Flight Simulator? You need to be looking at this gameplay and thinking, yes, it is. Or maybe, no, that looks really boring. But I think for quite a lot of people, especially of people of a certain age, the answer is definitely going to be yes. And there's going to be people who've got PlayStations and lower end PCs who are thinking, wait a minute, I bought an Xbox Series S for 250 quid, subscribe to Game Pass for about £10 a month, and I could be playing this game. Yes, please. Anyway, there we go. What do you think? Put your questions and comments down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I will, of course, see you again soon.